It seems the most people that their judgment of the morality of the other's action and infinitely insider trading, drug abuse, etc. It's driven by their own response analysis. It generally seems the people that their brain cognitive system, prize-winning psychologist Daniel Kahneman calls the swallow and stage system, in charge of evaluating the morality of the people acts. However, it is long been clear behavior ethics research there is a huge emotional component to the moral judgment that people render. Emotions such as anger, contempt, and disgust make the bulk of people moral judgment for them. At least they are not careful. Psychologists have have long been to a manipulated lab subject moral judgment by simple teachers their suggestion emotion. People tend to make such less hard judgment of the action and clean well at little the room by which tissues are just added dash for spray and people judgment regarding by the morality of adultery, tax evasion and like become much less forgiving. People do not realize how emotion affect their moral judgments are, but just re-rise case put process on display. People know at ethical level that domestic violence is serious problem that should be addressed, but a sense of surgical is often lacking until they see a video like the three rice dragging an accused Jana Plummer of the elevator. Ethics and leadership concepts covered in the Concept Unwrapped series include case studies if a case resonates with the organization industry, use it in training program to reason through ethical issue with employees, explore and parallel the emerge between the case and the company, brainstorm possibility situation to the ethical dilemma, and identify the best practice community of the practical step to support ethical decision making, and round the issue follow up with the team members to track the program goals and work some blocks. Here is a list of essential concepts from ethics. We define the bound the ethical competitive bias, cover the bias, self-serving bias, conflict of interest-framing, ethical feeding and moral equilibrium, and resonation. To build on that foundation and universalism, corporation moral maintain rules, morality observe and authority group think this definition of responsibility in group and out group assemble and this social behavior. Many of the concepts covered by ethical unwrap operate at tandem with each other. The more you view, the greater your understanding of ethical issue and their impact to the ethical culture with an organization. Conductive decision can exercise a powerful hold over the thinking apparatus of the normal people, often the detrimental effect. Those who believe Rush Limbaugh when they say that COVID-19 is the common cold. Major Taylor Greene when she said that coronavirus was dangerous for the non-abused people and those under 65 or a cardiologist from Fox News who said that there's no clinical reason to get vaccinated have difficult accepting reality when it comes and bites them like cult- cultist fist finger. Studies when they view themselves a part of a particular group in CR video. Substantial evidence that nearly 100% of people are dying these days from COVID-19 are convincing seems that have little impact on what the group in. Members believe a lot of least will admit believing, so they are diagnosed with a COVID, hospitalized, put in ventilators, and approach death doors. Many of them refuse to admit reality. Their dying was open. Their called in can be happen. It's not really. Whether you are a member of mafia, a vaccine skeptic, once you drunk in your group tribal call it and fuck the internet, you are vital intently unlike to how much an impact due to cognitive dissonance, which cause people to hold and functional and other belief long of their are discredited. Business ethics must be pulled of the its isolation from the business as a business as through it provide a moral high ground critic business according to internal trust. The business ethics needed the most be to critic business according to the internal trust. The business ethics the most be employed part of business strategy in a programmatic pursuit of the good. The pragmatic process of the good requires that we engage reflective morality. We should not accountantly accept their own gut feelings, nor the standard of the group. Rather, rational examination and evaluation is required, making ethics shared enterprise search out the right course of action, not through introspecting alone, but the investigation of the facts of situation in making the ethical decision that do so against backdrop that recognize the business organization are essentially members of our society. We should recognize the clear social purpose of business. The point of the business student should to importance of running their organization to broadly service the economy and society. Rather than just a minimized profit is a proportion that cannot be enhanced enough a decade ago. Rick Kurana of the Harvard Business School made this point, as did Bob McDonald in the Required Critic and History of the Harvard Business School.